Welcome PWR members, this is Al Rickey here with a special edition of your Power Minute. Today I'm with Joel Singer, the CEO of CAR. Joel, welcome.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for being here today. Joel, tell us what keeps you up at night.
Well, unfortunately, at this point, a lot of things keep me up at night. The market is the one thing in the long term that I think will be fine, but it's not performing quite as well as we'd like. But I guess what really concerns me about this business at this point is the ability of government and or the court system to really mess with the underlying structure of our industry. For example, some of the court cases, the independent contractor cases that are being tried, just the fact that government no longer is supportive of homeownership as they were in the past, that Fannie and Freddie have not been reformed in a meaningful and positive way, that we no longer have first-time homebuyer programs. All of these things, concern me because I think homeownership is incredibly important to society, not just our industry.
So tell me about the first-time home buyer. Is it decreasing, increasing?
First-time home buyers, have a hard time in California generally, but they, over time, account usually for in the low 40s percent of transactions. They're running less than half that at the moment, even with interest rates extraordinarily low. So I'm very concerned that when interest rates go up, given the difficulties in financing, we're going to see even fewer first-time home buyers.
So what's our percentage of first-time home buyers right now?
It's running in the high teens based on our last survey. It's just a very tough market for first-time buyers. Many of them have been impacted by school loans. They've been impacted by the fact that there's a very low inventory. But without first-time buyers, our market can't grow and prosper.
So is that kind of the trickle-up effect?
It's more than a trickle-up effect. It's really the market depends on first-time buyers. It depends on them unless we want to become a rental society. You really have to have first-time buyers, and it's way beyond our industry. Without first-time buyers and home ownership, the economy itself is not attractive. Industries start looking other places when people can't afford homes.
And what is our percentage of home ownership, rental versus?
Our home ownership rate is about 10% below the national average. We're in the mid 50% range. The national average is still, even after contracting quite a bit, around 65%. And this just doesn't bode well for California. People want to own their own home. And when they can't do it, they start looking for other alternatives, and you start losing some of the best and the brightest.
And so what do you think the future is with home ownership? You think it's going to go up or down, or what are the builders doing?
Well, from the builder standpoint, the builders are just building more apartments than they ever has at a percentage of homes. Although we're just not building enough in California either. That's one of the reasons that prices are so high. We're just unable to build anywhere near what we actually need. But the real problem from our standpoint is it's just too expensive to own a home in California, and when it's too expensive to own a home, or for that matter, rents are high, industry starts going to other places.
So how, as a realtor, do we shift our focus to the investor maybe versus the first-time buyer?
I think as realtors will always follow the market, and there's obviously a lot of opportunities in property management. We've seen that, many realtors going over to that side. The investor and foreign investors as well as domestic investors have been very, very important in the marketplace over the last 3 or 4 years. But that percentage is going to go down, and if we don't replace them with first-time buyers, I'm concerned that the market won't grow nearly as fast as it should.
So the key is to find first-time buyers and affordability of first-time
Absolutely.
buyers.
I think we need to make housing more affordable, and then we need to go out of our way to cultivate first-time buyers and get them into a marketplace despite how difficult it is. And realtors have historically been great at doing that.
Do we see maybe the wealth of the older generation helping the younger generation getting in, or?
Well, I certainly expect that. I can speak from personal experience that that's one of the things that we all should do for our kids, because when you own a home, your long-term financial position is going to be much better. Your children are going to have better opportunities, and I think people will get their children into housing. But it's quite difficult at this point. Realtors need to do their job in terms of looking for opportunities, also engaging more in financial education. Financial literacy, even in the schools, needs to be propped up. And when all is said and done, if we don't do something about it, California is going to become increasingly a renter nation, and I don't think that's going to be good for society or our economy.
No, it's not going to be good for our industry, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Good.
Nice talking to you.
Joel, nice talking to you. Thank you very much.